You are tuned into DAR Sports Media, and this right here is the NFC West preview, the last of our divisional previews coming on in here into week one of the NFL. We'll be back and better than ever next week with our usual football, the DAR football show, reacting and evaluating all of the big stories in the NFL, college football, whatever you guys want. Tay, I'm not a homer. I'm not. Anybody who's most critical of the 49ers on the other show is probably me. But I think I got them going back to the top of this thing this year. I don't think it's going to be easy. But I think a lot of people have a different perspective. I think a lot of the people who were showing up stealing money last year are gone. I think the changes will all be positive. I'm hoping that they will have more focus and not be so sloppy and have so many penalties. They saw last year where that gets you. I think that's going to lead to good things. There's some concerns with the injuries with the wide receivers right now. But otherwise, offensive line improved. CMC back healthy. Love the addition of Brian Robinson behind him. Ricky Pearsall looking ready to step in as a possible wide receiver one throughout camp. George Kittle healthy. Team's as healthy as it's been in forever. A lot of Robert Saleh back on the defense coordinator side. Probably the deepest corner group in the entire NFC conference. The safeties are a big question mark, as is the defensive line. I'm actually kind of concerned for the week one matchup because the Seahawks are going to run the shit out of the ball, and the 49ers run defense is still a big question. It might not be a big question anymore after that game, but you're still counting on rookies and unproven players to fill in where the run defense was very poor last year. But I think Brock Purdy is going to make another step. All he has to do is get 5% better, and you're talking a top 10 quarterback easily, no question. I think we're ready to roll. I am concerned with the Rams. Obviously, the Rams were my sleeper last year, and they only got better adding Devontae Adams to replace Cooper Kupp, who barely played. But I think that there's a lot in the air about their quarterback situation, man. We talked about epidurals on the NFC East one. Stafford, man. The bionic man, he keeps going. He's like a zombie, but it might end this year, man. He's having so many problems just in camp. So I think the quarterback situation, huge question mark. Seahawks, they got Sam Darnold as starting quarterback. Like, need I say more? And then the Cardinals, as you like, you're good. Cardinals, as you said, you like some of the additions that they've made, but they don't. I don't know. Nothing over there moves me. I like the depth of the roster. I just don't know quarterback and coach if that's a combination that's going to end up pushing them to another level. I don't know if Kyler Murray is going to be another level guy. I don't know if that coach is another level guy. Dig the roster though. I like the roster moves that they made and the depth that they built, but I don't know. What do you got, Tay?
So for my division winner, I got the 49ers. The schedule's too easy. There's no way you blow that. You got the nice and easy fourth place schedule.
Easiest schedule in the league. One of the easiest schedules like in a long time.
Yeah, it's really easy. There's no way. If you don't make the playoffs, somebody died. Like there's just no way. Like, there's some of the easiest games. Like, people are just gonna. I don't know. There's just no way. The schedule's too easy. I counted about 6 or 7 easy games, like against other 4 seeds that just aren't there yet. I feel like, just off of this championship pedigree alone, like they're just not gonna. Nah, the 49ers will make the playoffs, and record. They're not going to be. Now, these 49ers aren't the scary 49ers from like a few years back. It's not yet. It's not like that.
Not yet.
But I'll say 11-6. That'd be like the best.
That's kind of the feeling. 11, maybe 12, but 11 definitely. Yep.
Like, I don't see the 13, 14. Not this year. I don't know. It's the offseason is not looking right now.
Schedule is so easy.
It is. Like there's some games, but I don't know. 13 with if nobody's hurt, like if every single person's healthy, like most teams, I could agree with that.
Yeah, but that never happens for the front. They're always in the top 10 most injured teams, and they do like to lose really stupid fucking games. They do also they specialize in two things: being injured and losing stupid fucking games. So, yeah, I see you. 11 wins. I got it.
Yeah, so I can give that. So yeah, they'll be back. And my number 2 seed, this one was hard for me. I think this is one of the best divisions in football. Like I think all 4 of these teams, no team's gonna go undefeated in the division. No team's gonna win every game in the division. You're gonna see the Seahawks beating the Rams one time. Like I think it's gonna be like that. But my number 2 seed, I struggle with the number 2 seed in this division, but I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm not high on the Rams at all. I don't know. I don't know why. They were a good team last year. They look a little different. They got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua now. So the receiver room is a little bit better than last year. But I don't know. It's just for some reason I'm just not as high. People got the Rams winning the division. You got them winning 12 games. Like I don't see what everyone else sees with that. They're a good team. And yeah, Stafford, he has been dealing with a lot of injury before his back, and that's not really a good injury. It's not what you want to hear. Like if my quarterback's getting hurt, I want to hear like non-throwing shoulder or something like that. I'm fine with that because it doesn't matter. That's not going to affect your game like that. So, but he's hurting his back, and it has a lot to do with your throwing motion. So, not really good news for them. But yeah, I don't know. Just don't fear the Rams at all. I don't see like this spectacular team really. Like all it is Devontae Adams. That's literally how I see the team. They just switched Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp, honestly. So they'll be just about like last year. But my third team, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I got them winning maybe 8 or 9 games as well.
You got the Seahawks in last place, a man after my own heart.
Yeah, yeah. The Cardinals, I like what the Cardinals have been doing because the Cardinals roster was horrible like 2 years ago, and they're improving. Like they're slowly, getting younger. They're getting guys in, and they're slowly. They're gonna be a good team. I like how they drafted Will Johnson. A team with a bunch of a bad team. You shouldn't fall into like the draft gossip. Like, oh, don't draft him. His injury. Like, if you think these players are gonna be good, you need to draft them.
Take studs. Yep.
Yeah, like even especially if you suck. Like you're gonna stay bad if you don't take shots, take flies on guys like that, and they did. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, defense was horrible. They added Josh Sweat to the D line. They haven't had a pass rush since JJ Watt, so that's good. They're slowly but surely improving there. Yeah, I think the Cardinals are gonna be they're gonna be solid. Definitely gonna be solid. I don't see playoff team just yet, but they'll be solid. They're gonna win some games. It's kind of like last year. They were very competitive last year. So I basically see around the same team. Honestly. And then the Seahawks for last in the division. Now the Seahawks they're interesting. Like I was very surprised, but it needed to be done. What they did, in the off season, they switched their quarterback. I don't know if I understand Geno Smith for Sam Darnold. Like I feel like at that point, you just gotta get him in a draft. Like swapping Geno Smith for Sam Darnold. I mean, you're going from McDonald's to Burger King. I mean, like it's not. It's still. I don't know. It just seemed like a waste. I like the receivers what they're doing, but I do think I think you got to replace Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup just doesn't really fit. It's a cool like 1 year rental, I guess, but I think they need to get another receiver again. Because I do think the defense will be pretty good. It was good last year. I got defensive minded head coach. He got the best out of some of these players on defense. So
I do like their defense. I like the
yeah.
draft pick, the safety out of South Carolina. I like their defense, but I just don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough up there.
Yeah. That'll be like the strong point of their team, like just like it was last year, and that's how it should be. You got a defensive minded head coach, and defense better be good, or there's no reason for you to be there. But yeah, the offense just kind of it's all right. It's all right, but I feel like one injury to the offense, and you just like they're just whatever. Because like is Cooper Kupp gonna be healthy? Maybe. Kenneth Walker, he's gonna miss his 6 games. And it's gonna be weeks where it's gonna be Sam Darnold and JSN. Like, is that gonna win you the game? Probably not. So I like Gray Zabel though. That was a good draft pick, and I feel like everyone knew that. Everyone knew they're gonna pick him. About time they needed something like that. They ignore guard for 100 years. They finally did it, and we knew they were gonna do it. So that's good for them. That they actually care about their own line now. So yeah, but I do think the Seahawks are going to be competitive. Like none of these teams are bad teams. I'm not going to say they're bad. None of them are bad. Like in the NFC East we were just talking about, I think the Cowboys are bad. I don't think any of these. I think these teams are better than them. So it's going to be pretty competitive. I could definitely see it, like everyone having close to the same record, especially like the 2, 3, and 4. I could definitely see that with this division. So yeah.
MVP, Rookie of the Year, Tay.
MVP definitely has to be McCaffrey. McCaffrey's not playing elite ball. I don't know. He makes this team way better. Way better. He makes the offense so much easier. And then there's so many question marks at receiver. I mean, at least for me. You just have
there is, especially with the state of I think Jawan Jennings is going to be a go. I think he magically got better when the second that Kendrick Bourne visited the building. Kind of weird. He's practicing. He looks like he's a go. So Pearsall and Jennings, that's not terrible. You would rather, I mean, it'll be better when Ayuk's back. If old Ayuk comes back, it'll be better then. You move Ricky over. You have, honestly, in reality, Brandon Ayuk is the league's best wide receiver 2. So hopefully Ricky grows into this wide receiver 1 spot, and then Jennings is in the slot where he belongs, and you're good to go. But we're not going to find that out till like Halloween. So you ain't wrong to be concerned about the wide receiver group.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think McCaffrey, he just stays solid, stay healthy. He'll definitely help this team out. He'll help mask the issues on the offense, at least till everyone comes back, everyone's healthy, then you can not give him the ball as much. But he's just a difference maker. Like the more you can get him the ball, this just the better your offense is going to be. Your pass offense, like he helps the run offense and the pass offense. So yeah, if McCaffrey's healthy, it'll definitely be a good team, like for sure. In Rookie of the Year, this is a tough one. I know I said like Gray Zabel, but I'm not gonna go there. I know you like the trenches, so I usually leave that for you. I'm gonna go with Will Johnson. A lot of people, I got to root for him. I want a crazy rookie year. It was just from the draft slide. Like I remember this guy was getting mocked in the top 5. I felt like during the college football season.
He was for sure. No,
and I would
the top 10.
I would hate that if I was him, like because because he has a bad knee allegedly, and they felt like he was playing hurt in college pretty much, and he didn't do as well. So I don't know. I've seen this before, and that it doesn't like for example, Derek Stingley he got drafted before Sauce Gardner in his drafts, and it was the same thing. Like Stingley had a great freshman year, sophomore year it wasn't all that. He was hurt. Junior year was okay. And the GMs, they stayed solid. They drafted him in the top 5, no over Sauce Gardner, which wasn't consensus at the time. That was I'm not gonna say reach, but it was like, oh wow, okay, I guess they don't like Sauce Gardner. But most people thought Sauce Gardner was gonna go first. So this felt like this. It just felt like another Stingley, Stingley kind of situation. But GMs just let him go. They just let him go all the way to the second round. And like I said, you got a bad team, doesn't have a lot of good players. You need to get guys like that. So I'm really rooting for him. Hopefully he has a really good year, and hope GMs regret it. I mean, I feel like every team had a pick that they could have done it, but he didn't. I mean, most teams in the league do need a corner. So but yeah, I have to root for him.
MVP. I'm not mad about the CMC pick. I would who in reality is going to be the MVP, or who will like win it? Because I think Purdy's ready for a big comeback year. I wouldn't be surprised. 35 touchdowns, 4,000 yards type stuff. Very similar to his first year starting, a full year starting. Obviously, depending on health and if everything just goes to absolute shit like it did last year, then not. But I think he's going to have the numbers to be in the MVP conversation, both in this division and in the NFL at large. But yeah, CMC. Honestly, how much has he come up, and how much has the position come up? How pivotal has it been that we've discussed? Reed Pearsall is going to have a big, it might fade, but like he's going to have to be the MVP of September and October, filling in for this spot and having a lot on his back, on his plate. Niners need him to cash in on what he's shown during the summer. So that's a pivotal player. Rookie of the year. Going a sneaky one here. You probably don't know the name, but let me tell you, anybody who's listening to this, if you watch Niners game, you're going to know it. Upton Stout. Nickel cornerback out of Western Kentucky. Do you remember Kwan Williams when he played for the Niners, and how basically every week he would just do something fucking crazy? Throughout preseason, throughout camp, this has been the buzz on this guy that they picked. Upton Stout, filling in at the nickel corner spot. Playmaker, arrives angry, jumps the ball hawk, just a small school, nasty individual. I think he's going to be making huge splash plays, and I think he's going to be making them pretty damn fast. A big part of that is, I'm not saying he's going to be like the best corner in football, but between the skill set and the position that he's going to be in to be making plays, I think you're going to learn who he is pretty damn fast, because they're going to be doing a lot with him, especially remember that Kwan Williams year, who was the defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, and now he's back. Upton Stout is his guy. So you're going to be learning who that is pretty damn quick. Between Robert Saleh.
Yeah, he's 5'9". Yeah, I remember. I know him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a bad take, because you got you got someone else in your team that's been through it too. Your nickels are whatever defense is, your nickels always do well. Like Diamador Lenoir. He was he was
a fucking demon, and then got upgraded
nickel last year. So that's just how the defense is. So I wouldn't say you're wrong with that. I mean,
he's the next man up. This is the next.
That's how I see that. So
the next Simba being held up is Upton Stout. All through camp, man, it's been the buzz, and I can't wait to see what he does. You're right. There's the system, and Saleh specifically wanted him, and he's lived up to all the hype. So I think people are gonna People are gonna find out real quick.
I'm gonna give you your credit too.
What's that?
I gotta give you your credit too. Dominic Pooney, you were right about it. I'm until you're wrong. I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, Pooney stepped up. He's gonna be playing week 1. Excited to see him back. Good stuff. And now we got our new honey badger stepping in. Old Upton Stout. We're honey badgers over here on DAR Sports Media. Got all sorts of stuff going on. The football show will be back. You will be seeing my face in a new place, and we'll be talking about that next week. So be on the lookout for it on my Twitter and on all my stuff. And as we grow, I grow, all of us grow, the whole of DAR grows. You can count on that. And that's because DAR never stops.